Hundreds of people have gathered here in Washington Square Park in a walkout of NYU students. On Monday, things came to a head outside Stern Business School, around the corner from where we are. And in response, the university has been hard at work to mitigate a repeat, putting up barriers around the campus. Now, an NYU spokesperson said many of those involved weren't actually students and they didn't have authorization from the university. Protesters here say they held a non-violent protest demanding a ceasefire in Gaza amid the ongoing humanitarian crisis there. But NYU says they witnessed disorderly and antagonizing behavior which threatened the safety and security of the community. When protesters refused to leave, the New York Police Department were called and 150 arrests were made. Officers said students became violent and threw bottles. It's a scene we've seen playing out across campuses around the United States. 45 protesters arrested at Yale University on Monday after demonstrators refused to leave the area. More than 100 people have been arrested at Columbia since pro-Palestinian groups began occupying the grounds last week. Now, some students say it's outrageous that arrests are being allowed on university grounds. The college says it will continue to support individuals' right to freedom of expression, but student safety has to be prioritized. Meanwhile, New York Mayor Eric Adams and US President Joe Biden have condemned anti-Semitism on campus in recent days. At Columbia, for example, students were heard chanting, "We are all Hamas," and "We don't want Zionists here," slogans which some Jewish students said made them feel unsafe. Other Jewish students have been involved in the protests and were among those arrested. Asked about the incidents on Monday, President Joe Biden said he, quote, condemns the anti-Semitic protests, but he also condemns those who don't understand what's going on with Palestinians. Patterson, CGTN, New York.